You've been trying to learn HubSpot, maybe for your business or to advance your career, but it seems a little bit overwhelming, and I can't tell you why. It's because you have not sat down to understand the basics and the foundation of the HubSpot CRM before trying to implement it. Now, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how the HubSpot CRM is structured so that you can begin your journey to becoming maybe a HubSpot professional admin or implement it properly for your business. So let's get right into it. Now, in your HubSpot account, when you first log in, you would notice that on the left side navigation menu, which is the main menu, there are different hubs and tools available. And at the very top is the CRM. Understand this, HubSpot itself is like the platform, and then the CRM is the core tool within the HubSpot platform. It's not like the entire platform. So understand that, get that. And below that, we have the Sales Hub, which is mainly designed for the sales team, and the Marketing Hub, which is used by the marketing team. We also have the Content Hub, which is mostly used by the marketing team. And then we have the Service Hub, which is designed for the customer support and customer success team. We also have the Revenue Hub. But the main focus of today's video is for you to understand the HubSpot CRM. Now, click on the CRM. A list of tools would appear. The list of tools that appears when you click on the CRM are known as objects in HubSpot. Objects are simply the different categories where data is like organized in the HubSpot CRM. Like think of them as the main folder where information is stored and managed. But out of all those objects listed here, there are four primary objects in HubSpot. And these include the contact object, the company object, the deal object, and the ticket object. Now, for this tutorial, we're going to focus mainly on the contact object and the company object. But if you want more in-depth training covering all the fundamental concepts of the HubSpot CRM, I'll leave a link in the description which will give you access to it. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the like button so that it will help more people who are trying to like learn HubSpot discover this video just like you did. Now, let's get back into learning. So click on contact. When you click on contact, the page that is displayed is known as the contact index page. Now, the index page is simply the page where you can like view, organize, filter, and create custom views so that like you can easily access your contacts. So think of it as the page that display all the contacts stored in your HubSpot CRM. At the top right corner, click on Create Contact. You can either create a contact manually or you can import the contact. But for this tutorial, we're going to create one manually. So select Manual and the contact creation form will be displayed. All this label you see, which is the email, the first name, the last name, the job title, the life cycle stages, and so on, are known as properties. A property in HubSpot is a field used to store and organize information about a record. Okay, let's say think about when you created a Facebook account. You have to provide different pieces of information about yourself. In that same way, properties define what information HubSpot should collect about a contact in your business. Now, let's go ahead and create a contact for like a person name Goodness. Oh, great. We're done. Now, after filling in each property, the information you enter is known as the value. So, good news might be the value for the first name property, and good news at email.com might be the value for the email property. Okay, that being said, Once you've entered the necessary information, click create. And congratulations, you've just created a contact record in the HubSpot CRM. Okay, why am I calling it a contact record? Now, the profile you just created about the person in your CRM is known as a record. Okay, so a record is simply the complete profile of a contact in your CRM. So, since we created a record using the contact object, this record will be known as a contact record. Did you get that? I hope you did. Now, when you click on the record you just created, it will open up the record timeline. The record timeline contains information about every activity associated with that particular profile or record you just created in the HubSpot CRM. So if you send an email, make a call, log a note, schedule a meeting, or perform any other activity related to this contact, it will be displayed in the record timeline. And also, like I said, if you want more in-depth tutorial covering all the HubSpot fundamentals, click the link in the description. Now, we're done with the contact object, and now you've known how to create a contact in the HubSpot CRM. Let's head over to the company object. But before we continue, I might have skipped something very important, which is you knowing that the contact object is used to store information about an individual person your business interacts with. This could be a lead, a customer, a prospect, or anyone your business is doing business with. Your business is doing business with. Okay, that's right. Your business is doing business with. I hope you got that. Okay, now on the other hand, the company object is used to store information about the organization, about a business that your company is doing business with. So while the contact object represents people, the company object represents organization. I hope that is clear. That being said, let's head back to the CRM. Okay. Now click on companies and then the company index page will be displayed, just like the contact index page was displayed. Now at the right corner still, click on create company. Just like the contacts, the company object can be created manually or imported. So let's quickly create a company record manually. So once you select manual, the company creation form will be displayed. And also you will notice that the properties listed here are like slightly different from those properties in the contact object. And that is because the information you collect about a company is different from the information you collect about an individual. For example, you would likely want to know about the company's domain name, but a person does not have a domain name unless it's like a personal brand, which is also a company. If you think about it. Okay. You want to collect information about the industry, the address, and other important information. Okay, so that is why the properties here are different. Now, fill in the necessary information and click create. You've just created a company record in the HubSpot CRM. So just like the contact record, when you click on the company record, it will open the records timeline. And the timeline contains all the activities, interaction, and the information related to that company record. I know that I've covered a lot. It might not look like a lot until you try to practice it. I know what I'm saying, especially if you're a beginner. And that is why I am encouraging you to go back and like rewatch this video. Okay? Practice alongside until you're smooth with it and also until you understand the concept I'm trying to introduce to you today. And also, I might like record another tutorial covering the other two standard objects in HubSpot, which is like the deal object and the tickets object. And I know many of you will be hearing about sales pipeline, this, that. Don't worry, that comes with the deal object. Let me know in the comments if this tutorial was helpful, if you followed along with me, and I really hope you did. And if you're looking for a more detailed training or mentorship, click the link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.